Alexander on the drive, pulls back, baseline jumper's good. OKC with their first lead of the second half. Williams has been hot all night, falling away, got it. 40 points for Jalen Williams. 28 remaining. Holmgren down the lane. A Holmgren hammer, and it's back up to a dozen.
This is Udart. You're listening to the Uncontested.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Uncontested Weekly Show on a Wednesday evening, part of the Blue Wire Podcast Network, and proudly sponsored by Prairie Artisan Ales. I'm your host tonight, JD Silva, joined by Justin.
Hello, everybody.
Justin, how's it going?
It's going great. Speaking of Prairie, I'm enjoying a nice, crispy, shifty Vienna lager this evening. Delightful.
Looks delectable.
It is. Delectable. Delightful.
I just got done watching. It's, we're in the off season. The crew, we've been having shows a little more intermittently. The crew's flying all over the country, doing all kinds of live stuff. We'll be ramping up as this month kind of goes along, obviously.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. The preseason's like a month away exactly. But to kind of illustrate how peak off season it is, I did just get done watching the U.S. Open, the tennis.
Oh,
tennis.
Big tennis guy?
No, I've never watched a tennis game before, ever.
At
really.
all? Well, it's called a match. First,
it's called a match. Yeah. But I knew that Naomi Osaka had she's been kind of in the darkness for 4 years, and I was like, she's playing right now and winning. So let me turn this on, and I was locked the hell in. Locked the hell in.
She's fun.
Yeah, she is. So that's what I've been doing. Not a lot.
Have you ever heard of the honey deuce?
Is that the drink?
That's the drink.
I've seen it I saw that on TikTok, which is how I found out that the U.S. opening was even happening. It looks delicious.
That's fantastic.
Looks delicious.
It does look delicious. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
I was Googling how points are scored and how.
Do you really you know nothing about tennis at all?
I knew that it was similar to volleyball in terms of you have to you're hitting a ball over the net.
Yeah,
I was learning as I go.
That's about it.
It was the bits and pieces I had. My girlfriend was also matching up with that, and we figured it out. I was like, so how many sets do they have to win?
Yeah,
whatever. Figured it out by the end. It was awesome.
That's good.
It was awesome.
That's fun. I played a little tennis back in my day. Not
really
very well, but I did.
Played some ping pong.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Or pickleball.
Big ping pong.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcast. Leave us a 5-star rating if you haven't done so already. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, etc. You can also check out the Patreon. We'll have a new episode coming very soon on the Patreon. You can also join our Discord through there by scanning this here QR code above my head.
Well done. First try.
Thank you. It's just second nature now. I just
That's
I
good.
just know where it is.
Boom.
Boom. There it is. I got this Thunder banner behind me. I always want it to be bigger on my back wall than it is.
Yeah.
But, it's there.
I have a newspaper that is directly behind my head. It's the front page of the Oklahoman from when the Thunder won, and it's just in the worst possible spot for my backdrop.
Yeah, stuff. I see why people do the green screen thing. You can put whatever you want there, and it's
like Nick's Sims house.
Like Nick's Sims house. Nick, by the way, has been out for a bit. I think he said he's coming back Sunday.
He is. Return of the Nick.
Return of the Nick. What a night that'll be.
That's right. Sunday, right? Isn't that the plan?
Yep. I think so. Unless we just signed him up for something he did not agree to. But
yeah, I hope so.
We will see. For tonight's show, we're going to be talking mostly about some niche predictions. But let's touch on a little bit of Thunder stuff first. And by a little, I mean very, very little. Chet Holmgren has been on social media recently. I just had to bring this up. Saw a screenshot of a TikTok video that he posted that just said, "I'm ending child hunger in America if my Powerball hits." And I went and looked it up, and he was just shuffling the Powerball tickets, doing the money spread. He's a character, dude.
He's is having peak summer. This is Chet summer. From literally never being seen without his champion's hat on
ever
to bringing his own jersey to jersey swap with Paige Becker's.
Which did she do that? Did they actually swap?
I don't know. They just took pictures holding their jersey.
That is tough if she rejected him, but you know what? He shot his shot.
Yeah,
He
I
shot
would
his
too.
shot.
But she dropped like 40 that game. She probably was saying, "I'm
I wanna-
keeping this jersey."
Yeah, I'll ship you the next one.
Yeah. He's living the dream.
He is. He also on a more like he was doing like a Q&A, I think. One of the more interesting was someone asked him like if he plans on expanding his bag next season and doing a little more off the dribble and things of that nature. And he was very candid and said something. I'll paraphrase it a bit, but he was like, "Yeah, last season when the season started, felt like I was doing all the stuff I wanted to do, all the stuff I trained myself to do, getting to all my spots, kind of expanded the bag a bit. But then he got hurt, and he was open. He was like, when he came back, he just couldn't do all that stuff that he wanted to. He didn't feel confident that his body would like get in there.
Yeah.
And he said that he's back to that point now, to the point where he was at the beginning of last season. So he's been putting in the work. Obviously, we've seen that for months. It feels like him just grinding away.
If that's true about him being back to where he was at the beginning of the season, I think he's going to wake a lot of people up who were trying to slander him based off of how he looked late in the season. When I think Thunder fans and people that watched the team pretty closely over the course of the entire season, it was always such a stark difference once he came back from the injury. He was never the same. If he gets back to what he looked like at the beginning of the season, when he was like in the depoy race,
Yeah.
and like in some very serious award consideration conversations, that is going to make this team even more fun than it already was winning a championship last season. I think it's going to shut a lot of people up about who Chet is at this point in his career.
Yeah, people forget. I mean, he was playing like an all-star at that point. He was scoring 17 to 22 a night, basically creating stuff on his own, which is kind of the element that he lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of as when he came back, like he would still finish lobs, do easy stuff. The threes
Shot looked a little
forever.
funky. Yep.
Yeah, and I've been watching his workout videos with old Drew Hanlon, Taylor's guy. Is it Taylor's reading the book, the Drew Hanlon book? Hopefully Chet read that too, and he's speeding up the shot. It looks better.
Yeah, you're in the dregs of the off season when you're breaking down like 1-on-0 workout tape.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah, that's how Ben Simmons still has a job.
Oh my God.
Tapes
That
like
retirement announcement's coming any day now.
Is it?
No, probably not. He's gonna hang on.
Is he gonna Jeff Green it and just like be around forever?
I don't know if he loves the game like Jeff Green does.
That's true.
I could see Ben Simmons just moving back to Australia and living in obscurity for many, many years. All right. Preseason, is it a month? So we'll have some
thank goodness
predictions for that coming up soon.
I will say, I noticed this weekend. I was in Oklahoma City. I went down to Myriad Gardens, walked around. It is wild that all signs of a Thunder championship are like gone.
Yes.
Already. I've seen people talk about it in terms of like their social media, like the Thunder's social media pages are just, they've moved on. They're not talking about it. I feel like any other franchise in the NBA would be posting about it weekly. Same thing with like the billboard that was right outside Paycom that said champions. It says like, what's the phrase? It's like always ever forward or like always onward or something. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, that's the most Thunder thing I've ever seen. It's been 3 months and they're already over it.
That is a very, very, very like presti Thunder style thing. And I don't even think I had really noticed that, but you're right. There's nothing.
It's gone.
I mean,
like the banner on the side of the Omni's gone. The billboard's gone. It's like it never happened.
Like what do we have? There was the SGA mural, but that was more for the MVP.
Yeah. That's still there.
Still there.
There's a lot of like small businesses have stuff in their windows and stuff like that. Like that. Yeah. There are still signs, but no like official ones.
No,
those are gone.
No,
it's wild.
It's fun. Now we're going to dive into the upcoming season a little bit. I figured a fun way to do it would be, I'm sure we're going to have like overarching predictions, awards predictions, over-under predictions, all stuff like that.
The big stuff.
But I figured it'd be fun to do some niche predictions to get get greased up for the season. Get a little greasy.
Okay.
Start thinking about the season. a little more than we have been, and just see where it takes us. So
Let's get greased up.
Let's get greased up. Let's get oiled up even. I'm going to throw you some questions, and we'll just kind of ping pong back and forth.
Sounds good.
Let me know if you need any more oil. All right. Question number 1. Team most likely to get caught up in a cap circumvention scandal.
Oh, how about that? Some hot news to start the day today.
I'm actually getting a phone call. Oh,
Pablo, is that you?
I'm hearing that this just happened today to the LA Clippers.
Incredible.
Which was what a way to wake up today.
It was.
I had to loop this into the show somehow, even though we weren't going to do this. But I was like,
it.
we have to talk about this somehow.
Pablo Torre is on an incredible heater from Sam Presti milk money to this. He can't be stopped. But it doesn't look good. I saw Mark Cuban came to his defense, Ballmer's defense today.
Yeah.
Who knows at this point what the actual truth is, but just surface level, it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Like brief overview, if you did not hear about this, Pablo Torre, sports journalist, like a real sports journalist, not just doing like what, no shade to like Shams, but Shams does a different brand of that. He more does like breaking news. Here it is. But Pablo, over 7 months, collected like 3,000 pages of documents and 7 sources from this spinoff company or advertising partner. I don't know how you would describe
it. It was a company that had a sponsorship agreement with the Clippers.
Yeah, and they basically, through his reporting, found that they essentially paid Kawhi Leonard an additional $28 million.
Correct.
Through that company, and Kawhi did nothing for the company. Didn't do any work for them to like earn that. It was just like, here you go.
It's wild.
So, and that's kind of the big separator between what we think, because players can do ads with companies that are sponsoring the team, but normally there's like, you do stuff for that sponsor. Like,
correct.
Like Loves is on the patch, and Thunder players have done stuff for Loves before.
Yep. Or like the post-Oak Toyota billboards all over Oklahoma City. Stuff like that.
That is normal.
Yep.
But this is not, because of how much money Kawhi.
It's a lot.
It's like $7 million per year, as long as he's with the Clippers.
Yep.
And he doesn't have to do anything, and he didn't do anything to earn that. So
it's fascinating, and it's been it's happened before where teams were caught trying to circumvent the salary cap. So it'll be interesting to see, 1, if they can prove it, and 2, what they decide to do with it. And then 3, I saw some people joking on Twitter about like, Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, that going to be next?
I think I saw Pablo Torre tweet that he's looking into that now. Like that would not surprise me at all. And I'm sure that has been going on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I'm sure that it does happen. It's like
anywhere you can get paid under the table as well.
Yes.
I think it's a safe assumption.
Yes, it's happened. I mean, like before college got the NIL thing.
Exactly.
There.
But also now, it's in the current NIL era. I'm sure it's still happening.
Still happening. So we'll see what the fallout is. I know you would think a team like the Thunder wouldn't be as involved. It's like, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see.
And I think if you are a team playing by the rules, what's your reaction to this, and what is your phone call to Adam Silver look like, right? Like, I think the owners that are on the up and up, if there are any, I'd assume there are probably, going to want blood from Steve Ballmer for this. And so I think that'll be an interesting dynamic too. But Ballmer, I mean, you don't get that rich by accident. He's not going to go down without a fight.
And if you find him, like, whatever, he has unlimited money.
Yeah. Right.
The angle I'm interested in is, what if the Raptors feel like they lost out on Kawhi because of that? Like, what if that's the
Yeah, I bet they're pissed.
Yeah. But some fun, unexpected drama. Like, the league is officially investigating this now. You got Shams tweeting it out. I think it's funny.
September news
funny. A lot of the like Nate Jones is like works for an agency in some way, and he's always first to come to the defense of like the rich dudes. He's like, no, protect the rich people. They didn't do anything wrong. I always think that's fun to watch. We'll see. I'm sure this will not go away easily.
No, I wouldn't imagine.
All right, first real question for you. Team in the NBA that is most likely to disappoint.
Ooh. Most likely to disappoint. There is a handful of teams that come to mind. I'm going to go to the East because I feel like half of the East probably fits this bill to some degree.
I have 2 for the West, so that works out great.
Great. I think the Milwaukee Bucks rise to the top of my mind. I don't know that anyone has like really high hopes for them, but whatever the hopes are, I think they're going to underwhelm. I just think the Bucks are not a well-constructed roster. I think things are going to go sideways. I feel like the Giannis situation is primed for disaster of like, it feels like something's been brewing for a long time. Maybe nothing happens, but it feels like this may be the straw that breaks the camel's back in Milwaukee, especially when you have Indiana and Boston that are not necessarily going to be themselves this year. If you're a Bucks fan, if not now, then like, do you ever have a real shot? Right? Like this feels like the year for a lot of East teams. And that's kind of why I said, I think a lot of East teams are going to feel disappointed when the season ends if they haven't capitalized on this opportunity.
That's a very, very good pick because the Bucks are kind of living when you're living in like delusion land, you are apt to be disappointed, I think. And they kind of have to keep you honest there.
They're in that life cycle of a team where it's like you can't blow it up yet. You have to keep trying, but is it all in vain? It's honestly kind of like the PG Thunder era.
That's exactly what I was
saying. You have to try,
but
are you actually a contender? Probably not.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. And that era for the Thunder was much less like bleak because it always felt like they could pivot out of it, and there was still some stuff there.
Milwaukee doesn't have the future prospects that Thunder team did.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, they can't draft. They have not shown they can draft players.
Correct.
So that's why Kevin Porter Jr. is like the third best player right now. Just very tough.
Yeah.
I have 2 in the West. Both will make me look like a giant hater, but I promise this is just my...
That's accurate, though. So
it is. That is also accurate. Number 1 is the Mavericks. I think a lot of teams... I keep seeing this on your first takes of the world, which is not who I should... I'm kind of like building a straw man already with that argument. But I think Mavs fans feel very optimistic about their team, in large part because everyone just assumes Kyrie Irving's going to come back this year and like be himself, but he did tear his ACL.
Yep.
And there's a good chance he doesn't come back this season at all, or if he does, he's not 100%. And Cooper Flag is a rookie, and Mark Cuban was on the Mavs local not Fox, I can't think of the outlet Mark Stein and Tim Cato work for, like DVVR or something, Dallas Sports.
DLLS.
That Mark Cuban was on there and said that the Mavs will go as the 3-point shooting goes for Anthony Davis and Derek Lively. Derek Lively does not shoot threes, like shoots 0% from 3. So I don't know. I don't want to see. I'm not considering them as like a top 6 playoff team by any means, but I do think the expectations for them, because of the names on the roster, are high, and they could be disappointed. My other one for similar reasons is the Lakers. I think it's Luka, it's skinny Luka, MVP Luka, and it's
you are a hater.
I am a hater. It's like the big markets that just kind of get a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because of the names on the roster.
Yeah.
Which
is always the case for LA.
It is. All right. On a more positive note, teams most likely to exceed expectations.
The first answer that comes to mind is also the most homerish. Is it? Can I say the Oklahoma City Thunder? Is that outlandish to say?
I hadn't thought about it, but I do like it a lot.
Because we've talked about it for most of this offseason. There's no reason this team shouldn't be better next year, which feels asinine to say, given what they just accomplished. But like we just talked about 10 minutes ago about Chet, If Chet is back in his bag and stays healthy and is that Chet for a whole season, like, hang on, dude. Look out. J-Dub's going to be a year older, a year better. Queso's going to be a year older, a year better. Shea, if Shea takes another leap, just wrap it up now.
Yeah.
But if Shea is even 90% of what he was last season, this team is going to be scary. So I don't know where that puts them in like win total territory. How do you improve on 68-14?
I don't know.
But wherever your expectations are, I think they are well equipped to surpass them.
I really like that take. I also do think they could be a better team and not win.
Yeah.
Win the same.
Agreed.
Or a little less. Like if the ways they're winning is not just insane defense, but you get a little more of the offense sprinkled in from guys like Chad and Kaysen and going down the list.
And I don't think the metric of whether or not they are better is win total.
No.
Right?
No.
Or even scoring differential. Like, right, a lot of the metrics, I don't know that they're going to get in that same plane because last year was just special. But that doesn't mean that they can't be a better team. Like, what happens if the win total is not as high, the point differential is not as high, but they cruise through the playoffs instead of having 2 series go to 7 games?
Right. If the shooting.
Yeah, if you can make a 3-pointer.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't it?
Like, yeah, that's really good. I like it. Didn't think about it, but I do like that a lot.
I couldn't help myself.
No, I don't blame you. I have 2 here potentially. I'll go East. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Hawks.
That was one of my other ones I considered before I decided to pull the homer card.
There are some teams in the East that I think are just kind of primed to feast on the current like weak top of that conference.
Yep.
The Hawks are going to do it via depth, which is kind of crazy. They just sneakily have a super, super deep team. Like it's Trae Young, who doesn't have to be ball dominant, pounding the shit out of the ball. Trae Young.
Hopefully, I'm not convinced he can.
Me
but
either.
Yes, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah, and you have Jalen Johnson, hopefully healthy, could be an all-star. You have Dyson Daniels. They picked up Nah, who I love.
Yep.
Number 1 pick last year, Reese Shea.
Porzingis,
who I just like forgot about.
Fair.
Yeah, they just have a really solid. I'm still probably forgetting guys, but their team is exciting. Finally,
yeah, I agree.
They have more assets coming because of the Pelicans just decided to give them their pick next year, so they could get like a top 5 pick in next year's draft. So things are looking good in Atlanta.
Agreed.
Good for them. All right, next one for you. What team is most likely to make an ill-advised panic trade / decision? And I put i.e. the Dame wave and stretch to appease Young.
Oh my gosh. Man, there is some good candidates for this one, but the name I can't get out of my head is New Orleans. It doesn't feel like that franchise has a direction, and it feels like the table is set for the Zion wants out headline to hit at some point this season, and they're going to do like just rewind to when they won the lottery and the euphoria that was New Orleans to where we are today and what's happened in between. It just feels like the only way that story ends is doing that. And then because of everything that's transpired with Zion, I don't know that they get like a great haul. And so I think it probably leaves you feeling like it was an ill-advised move, even if he says he wants out. Like, what are you really going to get in return?
Not a lot. That is a greatly diminished asset at this point. And they did what every bad team does, which is they wait too long to move off of an asset that they know they don't really want to keep. Like they should have traded Zion 2 years ago.
Yeah,
at this
that's
point.
A good point.
And they're just going to keep digging the hole. I fear. Maybe
I don't think they have another choice, right? It's another team that, like, as long as you have Zion, you can't give up, even if it's not worked so far. You can't throw in the towel yet.
No.
But it feels like that domino is ready to fall.
Yeah, I mean they're going to be It's going to be really tough. They're like a bad defensive team, but they're also a bad offensive team because like none of their guys can shoot really outside of Trey Murphy and Jordan. They got Jordan Poole for some reason.
Yep.
They also drafted a kid from OU. I can't think of his name.
Jeremiah Fears.
I don't know.
Love him, but I don't know that he's going to move the needle.
This feels like a very like 2010s style team. It's just not. It's just
it's a good comp.
Bunch of names.
Yep.
Bunch of names. I put the Warriors here.
Oh.
I think they could end up doing something with Kuminga. They could end up trying to flip one of their big name guys. Like, what if they're like, sorry, Draymond, like you're our best asset at this point. We need to do something. Maybe they trade
a little spicy.
Picks. It is spicy. Maybe they trade too many picks just to try and get like into the top 6.
Yeah.
Get a little younger. I don't know. I could see them because this is maybe the last
hurrah.
Maybe the last hurrah because Steph is what, 38?
Is he 38?
Steph Curry,
you might be right.
Age 37.
30. Okay.
Which is crazy.
It is crazy.
But
getting up there.
I could see it.
I could too. Everyone needs a smile in the chat. Says Phoenix is his pick for someone to make an ill-advised panic trade. They're going to be in 11th in the West at the deadline, and they're going to find a way to blow it even harder to get to 10th.
That's so sad.
I love that.
That is so sad.
I can't get the Matt Ishiba quote out of my head.
Oh God,
the haters said we were going to be a championship contender last year, and we stunk.
Yeah.
So why would I listen to him now?
Yep.
I'm going to use that when anyone tries to give me feedback at work.
That's amazing.
The haters said I could do it, and they were wrong.
They were wrong. Shout out to the haters this time. All right, next one. Who is a dark horse rookie of the year candidate? Obvious picks would be a Cooper Flagg, a Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
Your top 3 guys, but who's the guy that you just have stock in outside of that?
Is it fair to say Ace Bailey is a dark horse?
That does feel like a dark horse to me because a lot of guys were like down on him. It was like how far is he going to fall?
The whole pre-draft situation was weird, and
really
I think probably adds a cloud over where he starts his career. Probably not his fault. Sounds like more agent driven than anything. But when I look at some of the top picks and where they got drafted, Utah feels like a situation where he could put up some numbers to get some swing votes. Like, I think he's going to have an opportunity to kind of do whatever he wants on the Jazz, and be a one-man show, essentially. Like, he should be able to get all the counting stats you would want in a Rookie of the Year candidate.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. It'll be easy to shine bright there because they don't really have many other young.
There's not a lot else shining
that I like. There's like, who is the Kyle Filipowski? Might be the guy I like most there.
Yep. The other big man. Why am I blanking on his name?
Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler. People, but like the fact that Walker Kessler hype reached the level it reached proves my point.
It got pretty palpable there. Like
exactly.
Didn't he get like Rookie of the Year votes? Is that first year? And
Kessler mania was a real thing, and I think it was just because he was in Utah, and they needed something. I think Ace Bailey could capture that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Trey Johnson from the Wizards.
I like that
shooting guard they took there. I think he could be the best shooter.
What number pick was that?
He was 6.
6. Okay.
So right after Ace Bailey.
Right after Ace.
I just think the Wizards haven't had a ton to like really latch onto in a long time. I was watching John Wall highlight videos a few weeks ago when he retired. Just like, oh, this was a fun time and
reminiscing
a bit. And Trey Johnson, I think, is the type of guy that could come out on a heater immediately. I just think he's a really, really good shooter. Seems like a psychotic worker from stuff I've heard on podcasts and things of that nature. Really fun in summer league. He had like the bounce the ball off the guys.
Half
play.
That was fun.
And I want this to happen for the Wizards. I want them to have like a guy that pops there, and I'm not as high on their like not Olivier Sarr, Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington, Bilal Koulibaly. I like those guys well enough, but they need.
What about Dylan Jones?
Oh wow, I forgot.
NBA champion Dylan Jones.
Dylan Jones. Good Lord.
Bring in. You think he walks into the locker room with a ring at some point next season?
Yeah. Let me tell you what
Alex
it takes to earn this ring. Oh God,
I love it.
Good luck to him.
Good luck to him. Yeah, Wizards need something to cheer for. I mean, what is the highlight of? You could go back to the Bullets era and find some bright spots, but like Michael Jordan played here for a year, and we had John Wall and Bradley Beal, and they were kind of fun. Like
John Wall had aura.
Is that it?
Yeah. I think it is it.
Yeah,
that is it. But yeah, I mean they have the the Sam Presti GM tree.
That's right
there.
Yep.
Will Dawkins.
The Thunder Farm team is what is shaping up.
Yep. Come on down.
Yep.
Bring me. Damn it! Forgot his name. The white guy shooter. He's like 6'7", plays for the Wizards.
Timmy
who?
Drew Timmy.
No.
Timmy who?
Corey Kispert.
Oh, that's who I meant. I said Drew Timmy, but I meant Corey Kispert. Those are the same person in my head.
That's funny. That is very funny. This is why we're doing these exercises. We're greasing the wheels.
I'm feeling very lubricated.
I feel like I haven't thought about these names in a long time, so I just gotta
get back into the grind.
I'm thinking about John Mattia, but all right. Next one. What star player will request a trade next? I have some stupid names.
I feel like this is what did you say earlier? This is the ESPN first take answer.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
I have that too. I have it too.
Like he's a weirdo, man.
He's planted the seeds.
Working out at the Clippers facility, like
and the Cavs facility.
Yeah, it's just weird behavior. And it feels like we're trending toward, just like when he got dealt to the Lakers, like a trade deadline implosion that sends the whole league into a spiral.
Yeah, it just feels like a very NBA, very LeBron James thing to happen. And
yep.
Personally, I cannot get excited about where a 40-year-old NBA player, no matter how good he is going to go. Like, I'm not like,
come on, Silva.
Batten down the hatches. We're all screwed if he goes to this team. It's
what if he goes to Dallas?
I don't feel anything because
what if he goes to San Antonio?
It's the fact that they're having to send so much salary back. Because he makes like a gazillion dollars.
That's true.
That's where it gets messy. He should have just, if he really wanted to leave, he should have just opted out of his deal and went and signed.
What if the name that goes back to LA is intriguing?
That would annoy me. That would really annoy me. Like if he went back to Cleveland and they sent someone like a Jared Allen or that's not the most exciting name, but that's something like I could see that working out.
Yeah, Evan Mobley.
That would really piss me off. You cannot do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that because Luka would make Evan Mobley look amazing.
Exactly. That's where my head went to.
Cleveland, keep your head on straight. Do not do that.
Don't be tempted.
Yeah. I have two other names. One of them, something's got to happen with this situation someday. LaMelo Ball.
Oh.
Part of me is like, he kind of probably likes being able to like drive go-karts on his rooftop and
yes. I think Charlotte is
play real life Mario Kart every day. Maybe he just likes being enabled by that culture and won't ever ask out. My other one was Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would ever ask for a trade.
Yeah.
But would anyone blame him for asking for a trade?
No. Can't blame anyone for wanting out of Sacramento.
And with his luck, he'd get traded to the Bulls.
I love that. I actually love that fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zion would also be on my list. I already mentioned him, so I didn't bring it up again. But I think I think that feels like a logical conclusion there.
It does. None of these sound good.
None are really,
none are like happy.
None are helping grease me up.
No, like none of them. You would like to look at a trade and be like, "Oh, this could be a win-win for both teams."
Yeah.
All these just are sad, kind
They're
of
yucky. And that's when a star player requests a trade. That's usually the situation. It's usually yucky.
Yeah. All right. Next question. We only have 3 left. We're on pace. What role player will NBA sickos fall in love with this season?
I love this question. I think I'm going to go with Denny Avdia.
Would you be surprised that I also have him on
No, I would not be surprised by that. Denny had a great stretch last season, and it feels like on that Portland team, he could have the opportunity to. I'm not saying they're going to work their way into contention or anything wild like that, but they have some fun pieces, and I think he has the opportunity to again like put up some fun stats. They should be able to win some games this year. And I've always liked Denny ever since he was Jacob's draft crush. Someone in the chat says, does that even count? NBA smart guys already love him. True. But you said sickos. Sickos and smart guys, those are different.
A little different.
I think he's going to hit mainstream NBA Twitter of like getting the weird TikTok edits of like Denny Avdia's bag. Hopefully someone does a mashup with Nick. It's like a clip of Nick in the press room asking a question, then it cuts to Avdia like doing a crossover.
Yes.
No one's ever seen those two in the room at the same time.
No.
Just saying.
No. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll see old Denny on. Nick, does he own a Denny jersey?
I don't think so.
He really should.
He really should.
He really should.
That would be a great like summer league prank. Is Nick has to walk around Vegas in a Denny Avdia
style
jersey.
His hair a little differently. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I have a few other names. One of them was actually his teammate, Toumani Camara, who plays a similar position to him, but they're kind of like
good one.
Like the big defensive wings there. They're like awesome together.
Yeah.
I'll just like rapid fire through my other 2. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think, could start getting more and more buzz in Atlanta. He kind of popped off in the playoffs last year. Last one, Davion Mitchell for the Heat. His career was kind of in limbo after his rookie season, but last year for the Heat, he was averaging like 10 points a game, steal and a half, 5 assists. I could see him succeeding there because they just always like the Rottweiler type point guards in
Heat
Miami.
culture, baby.
Heat culture. I could see that happening.
I like that. The only other one that came to mind for me was Andrew Nembhard. With Tyrese being out. I think people were already falling in love with him throughout the playoff run. If he can get back to that, and he should have an increased opportunity to do so, I think he could be pretty fun. Yeah.
I still get scared when I think about Andrew Nembhard.
Dude,
playoffs.
He was unreal
What
in
an
the playoffs.
What an insane.
His regular season wasn't as good as his playoff run. So that's what I'll be curious with increased responsibility. Does that help or hurt?
All right, next one. What is a bad team that you are most excited to watch? This is some sicko stuff.
This is absolute sicko stuff. Is it fair to say Utah because of Ace Bailey? Similar to my answer earlier. Like, I think as a team, they're going to be bad. But watching Ace Bailey should be fun. I also have a hard time with this one. Portland, I'd probably put in that list. It just, I guess, depends on what you define as bad. Like, I think Portland will be okay. But, someone in the chat just said it. Hanson Young.
About that.
I'm excited to see him play. Shaden Sharp is fun. Denny's fun. Toumani Camara is fun.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of fun pieces. The only other one, it depends where you cut off what a bad team is, but I'm gonna put San Antonio in that tier.
Yeah.
Somewhat tongue in cheek. I think they'll be better, but you're gonna have a hard time not having fun watching that team at points this season.
Yeah, that San Antonio is a pretty like wide variance team that will be.
Yeah,
they're kind of going through what the Thunder went through like 3-ish years ago at this point, which would be cool. I have two. One of them is the Wizards. I talked about why earlier. Like I'm really excited to watch Trey Johnson, and they have all these other names that are fun. They have like random old dudes on their team too. They have Chris Middleton and CJ McCollum, and I forget who else, but those two guys are fun when they're on. The Hornets are probably the other one.
Oh,
they just have like a bunch of the same type of player. They have They drafted Con Knipple. They have LaMelo, obviously, who's insane. They have Brandon Miller, who can shoot. They have Trey Mann. I don't really ever want to watch Nick Smith play basketball, but he does play for that team also.
They're fun to watch just because of their commentator.
Yes. Who did you see? He'll be on the NBC
yes.
as well.
Absolutely. He's going to be awesome.
Sick.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the Hornets could play chaos ball. They might be starting Mason Plumlee in the year 2025 as yeah.
I like that.
Sometimes.
It's a good picks. Get your League Pass subscriptions in.
Yes. All right, last question. Teams that should tank but probably won't.
Wow. Phoenix probably at the top of my list.
And they have some weird draft pick stipulations this year anyway, so it's like, can they even?
They're correct. They're in a weird situation. And again, based on Matt Ishiba, I don't know that is going to happen.
Yep.
The Kangs? Oh, yeah. Someone just put it in the chat, too. Me and the chat are on the same wavelength tonight.
Yeah.
The Kangs feel like another one that, like, they're just getting stuck in the mud. I'm not sure they're going anywhere. And it feels like they might just need to tear it down and try again. And then the last one I'm going to say is one that I brought up a couple times tonight, but New Orleans.
Yeah.
I think you sell it for parts. You can keep Jeremiah Fears and some of the other young pieces, but it needs an overhaul. But I don't think they're going to do it.
Because they don't even have their pick. They have...
Oh, that's right. They traded their pick.
It's so stupid because they're like a prime team to tank, and they
totally forgot about
can't because they wanted Derek Queen that badly.
Yeah, they can't now.
It's so stupid. I have the Boston Celtics, who are without, which is crazy. I know
that is crazy.
They're without Jason Tatum for the entire year.
Correct.
Their second and third best players are very obvious, in Jaylen Brown and Derek White.
Yeah,
but beyond that, that team is really, really bad. They're starting a guy named Neemias Queta at center.
So do you think they go like a Golden State Warriors route then?
Yes, they should do the gap year Golden State thing because they have not hit on any draft pick in a while. They just let a bunch of dudes walk because their team was too expensive. This needs to be their reset year. Like, come in.
What about Indiana? Would you put them in the same boat?
I absolutely would. They should do that because they predicted the future and like got their own pick back from, I forget who, maybe the Wizards. But they should totally do that. Because
interesting.
Those are just, and you have to do it in unethical ways, kind of like
like Golden State did.
Yeah, take a hike, Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Go, you're hurt, or get that surgery you've put off for a long time, whatever it is. Like, and everyone needs a smile in the chat. Says, can they tank though? Have we looked at the rest of the East? Yeah, they'll have to get the lottery luck, but we keep seeing teams get lottery luck.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like the Mavs were, they could be them. And even if they get say it's a top 8 or 7 pick, you can still get a decent player there instead of picking 18th to 30th.
Being stuck in the middle. Yeah, right. The middle's the only place you don't want to be.
Right.
Yep.
They just need some more players on rookies. They need to do what the Thunder are doing, except they're they're in a weird spot now where they're kind of in the later phase of whatever that looks like, and they're having to pivot in weird ways.
They're having to make the hard decisions now. Yep.
Yeah, like we still don't know. Like Al Horford's gone. Everyone's gone there at that point. So we will see. Peyton Pritchard is probably going to be their guy.
Oh yeah,
who is fun. But
Mike in the chat says, "Are we ready for Peyton Pritchard averaging 24 points a game this year?"
All-star Peyton Pritchard. All right,
Let's get you a Peyton Pritchard jersey.
Oh my God, I'll buzz my hair. Go practice dribbling in my garage.
Perfect.
All right, that was the last question. Anything
Love
else
it.
from you, Justin?
No, I am glad it is September.
Yes.
The end of the offseason is within reach. Can't wait to take the court as defending champs.
It'll be insane.
Unlike the Thunder, I've not moved on.
No, I still think about it. And I'm like,
I don't know when I'm going to take the Larry out of our header on the stream, but it's not going to be today.
maybe we just
Can tell you that much.
keep adding Larrys as they.
Ooh, even better.
Even better.
I love, one, the idea, and two, the implication that you just gave. that
Yes.
We're about to podcast
We're in
about a dynasty.
Peak optimism mode right now. All right. We did not test sounders. Hopefully this works. Hell yes. All right. Thank you guys as always for listening on a Wednesday night. Check out the Patreon. Check out the Discord. Episode dropping soon on the Patreon. I would say within the next week, we'll get an episode out for you. And we'll be back Sunday with potentially the return of Nick Crane. All right. Thunder up and adios.